Hello and welcome to Be Confused with the anonymous host.
Hello.
Hello.
Let me pause and make sure.
Okay, we just finished pausing and making suring. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
A little frazzled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why are you frazzled? Your hair looks frazzled.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like how my hair looks.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Good thing this
oh my God.
show is not.
That what's inside?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Are you okay?
Yeah, it looks like I was electrocuted. It's insane. I look like you remember that show, that science guy and his
Bill Nye?
No. It was like a kid show and his coworker was like a rat. A guy dressed in a rat.
Pinky in the Brain?
No. Anyway. Well, kind of like Pinky and Brain. Right now, I feel like I look like. No. Nah, you just never mind.
You look like you got shocked by electricity. A little bit just in the front here.
Yeah. I was asking this morning, hey, should I just say fuck it and just shave my head off?
Where's your hairline?
Oh, let me show you.
Wait, where's your hairline? This.
No, it's my hairline is not the problem.
Whoa.
No, I've always had a big forehead.
Okay.
So my issue is over here in the back.
Yeah. Would you bald it here and kind of leave this?
Why
side?
would I do that?
I don't know.
That would just make me look
40.
Yeah.
So you'd bald the whole entire thing?
The whole thing.
I think with your beard right now, this is a really good opportunity for you
ChatGPT. I wish I could show you the picture. Actually, I can. It's on WhatsApp, and I have WhatsApp on my work computer. I
think you should try it. I mean,
this, according to ChatGPT, this is how I would look. Wait, no, that's me. By the way, when I was like 12, and it was a nerd day, and we needed to dress like nerds. It came natural to me.
Yeah, if you it looks can notice. Like it.
Yeah. So first, I asked him to do like a portrait photo.
Why do you look like a criminal?
It did that. So that's completely AI that made my face.
You look like one of those criminals we're trying to deport.
Then I asked it, okay, make me prison tattoos.
Loyalty?
Yeah. Oh, man, I wish we could show this. And then I asked it, hey, how would I look bald? I kind of look like Brian from IT.
Yeah.
But that's not very similar. So what I did is I used this picture. I said, okay, use this picture and make it how would I look if I were bald?
Okay.
And that's how I would look.
It looks good.
That's insane. Look, it even has like the light from the window. It's shining on my head. So I asked myself, would I hit that? And
with a car?
Yeah, and I wouldn't hit that. Maybe. I mean, it looks like I have a fun personality if you look at me.
The longer you look at it, I think it gets better.
Okay. See, definitely I shouldn't be seeing. I think kids would be scared of me.
A little bit if you have that face.
Okay.
I think if you smile, try it with.
It's a friend of mine that he did it too. And then I asked him, hey, how would I look like if I were black? And it put that. I kind of look hot.
That doesn't look like you.
I know.
At all. That's just a black man.
Yeah. Just a random black man. Yeah, it just looks like a random black man.
Yeah. So you don't look hot. You just find this black
according
man
to ChatGPT, this is how I would look if I were African American.
Not at all.
It looks like I have a big dick, though, right?
From his face?
I mean, look at that. You can big dick energy.
You know that's a myth?
I know.
That's not a real thing.
And there's actually more micropenia from African Americans than from white people.
Oh.
No, I just made that up.
Oh. I didn't think so.
Well, would you look into it? Imagine that's true.
No, I think it's just aggressive stereotype.
Seems like big dick energy for me here, right? No.
Well, yeah.
Okay, thank you. And yeah, this is me on Nerd Day. I look like a lesbian.
Yeah.
Like your lesbian auntie.
Oh,
typical. Cute. Yeah. These are my friends. He also looks like a lesbian.
I wish our listeners could see all of this.
Yeah. Oh, you guys. Yeah. So blame my co-host here.
No,
that she didn't want to make a.
The world is very volatile right now. I don't want anybody to see me.
She wanted to keep us anonymous. But anyway, after making fun of myself, I feel a little bit better.
That's good.
Thank you for this.
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should.
And how are you feeling? No, I know that you apparently were going through changes because I see that you're trying to dye your hair, which, by the way, I haven't noticed. I don't see.
I don't know. I think I'm preparing for changes.
Little by little.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just because I didn't want to bleach my hair. That's why I have to do it little by little.
Mm-hmm.
But
you did it on your own, or you went to
my friend that I haven't seen in like 6 years did it for me.
Huh.
She's a hairstylist.
Cool.
She could probably do yours too.
No, I'm definitely gonna schedule a consult with a surgery, like hair transplant surgery.
So is it just going to be at the top middle part that they'll do, or are they going to fill in?
So what they do, so how it works is, I've done my research.
Mm-hmm.
So people think that, oh, but why are you going to do it now? Just wait for it all to fall off.
Don't you have a lot of back hair too?
Like in my back?
Yeah.
So they don't, I thought you meant from the back of my head. So what they do is they take hair from here and put it on the top.
Why can't they use it from elsewhere?
Because it's not the same type of hair.
They should take your beard hair because that's very thick and luscious.
I know, but no, it's different type of hair, whatever. So they use the hair from here because the hair from the sides is less propense to falling. The hair from up top, it has different follicles or something like that. I don't dominate with, but the reason why you don't have to wait for everything to fall off is that they work here, and if they do the implant here, it's in an area that is not balding yet, it's eventually gonna fall off. So it's better to wait for it to fall off eventually and do it part by part rather than waiting for everything to happen.
Will you not be bald in the back part on the side?
No, because here it will grow back naturally.
Yeah, but for a little bit, you will be bald?
For a little bit. Oh, okay. It'll be like a huge patch here without hair, and then it'll grow. So I'm going to look, and then I've seen the videos on how people look after a hair transplant. Their head grows like 3 times its size.
Because it's swollen?
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane. But apparently it's very non-invasive surgery. It's very simple.
How do they take out the hairs?
They one by one.
My God.
Yeah, and then you have like a bunch. Let me show you a picture. So how do you think it's going to look?
They pick it out with the tweezers and then they implant it with like a gardening hoe or something.
Pretty close, sure.
But see how they do it so perfectly?
Look at that. That's how it looks.
And that's what your head's
So they took hair from the back of his head and implanted it there.
Can you grow the hair that you have right now so it'll be long so you can put it over?
I mean, it needs to be clear so it doesn't get infections or anything like that. See, this guy only did it for this section and this section here.
That looks horrible. That looks painful.
It is not. It's not painful. That's the crazy part. See, this guy did it here and then the bald spot here. Here, he doesn't need it. This guy did his whole head. Look at that.
Wow.
That's and it looks pretty bad, but that's normal.
And what does it look like after?
His head is like, his forehead is like 3 times its normal size. Look at that shit.
And then do it after, like when it's grown in fully.
So there it starts growing, but this hair falls off, and then like the final results come within like 9 months to 12 months.
And how long does it last?
Forever.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my uncle did that, and he used to be bald, and then he came to an event, and he's like, "Oh, I just got a haircut," and I was like, "But you didn't have hair before," and then he had.
I wouldn't be ashamed to say that I got a hair transplant.
That's good.
Why would someone be ashamed?
You shouldn't.
Girls get boob jobs and stuff all done, and they're proud about it, and they're like, "Oh, look at my boobs." I'm gonna be like, "Oh, look at my hair." Yeah,
yeah. Of course. You shouldn't be. Oh.
Yeah, like girls are pretty proud as well. I did my lips. I did this. I did that.
As you should be too.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going through changes apparently. I don't know. I'm curious to see
where life takes you.
On. Yeah. I am. So your question, I was listening to the other episode, and your question was
hoping you forget.
What? Well, I have to re-listen to it to make sure. What feedback do I have for you?
For the podcast. Yeah.
Not just in general.
Yeah.
Your hair. Okay. I don't like when you're reading off of ChatGPT. It feels like you guys are talking, and I'm just like Kanye, like voyeuristically watching. I think
it comes from more insecurity issue. I know because I want to talk about things, and I want to make sure that I put out all the points that I have in my head, and I just need to trust myself more.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm talking about most of the time, and there's no shame in not knowing.
In your game. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I take that, and I will.
There's more.
Okay, that's enough if you want to stop, though.
I'm kidding. That's it. Like it's very like informal, and then it seems like.
Yeah.
Well, you have really good thoughts because those are your thoughts. It's not like ChatGPT is coming.
No, yeah. I use it to
formalize
with the transitions from sentence to sentence sometimes to make it more.
Yeah, but then you take away the fluid. Funny from the podcast because I'm here to make fun of you, and then if you take that away because you're organized,
what do we have?
Then what do we have? We won't be as successful with our 14 followers.
Oh my God, jinx.
We got one. Whoever you are, was it from Canada, Greece? Here, was it a friend? Share.
Appreciate you though.
So how are you? Like what's going on with the world? The world is crazy.
Yeah.
Would you say we're in World War III right now?
We're starting. Yeah, I would say
we're like the beginning stages. So we're in it. Okay.
Yeah. But something more positive, but at the same time kind of related. Important? Do you see that Jeff Bezos, the Amazon guy? Is it Jeff Bezos?
In Venice?
In Venice. He like rented Venice for his wedding.
I love that.
And you saw the protest that was there?
That big sheet?
That said, if you can rent Venice
you can
for your wedding, you can pay more in taxes.
Snaps. Yes, 100%. I love that.
Amazing. I love those. If I would have known, I would have loved to travel there and be part of that protest.
So,
it's such a simple message, right?
I love it. But it's not going to do anything.
No,
it's not going to do anything.
So I try to put myself in the shoes of an uncle that supports the laws that exempt these millionaires from taxes.
Okay.
Or those tax exemptions for them. And I see this protest and I see that statement. How wouldn't that make me have a better understanding of the situation and retract myself from what I'm supporting? I said, oh shit, wait, that's a valid. If he can rent Venice for his wedding,
a city,
he can rent a city, a city that he's not even a resident from,
and that's a drop in the bucket for him. That's nothing.
Yeah, it's a drop in the bucket for him. Why can't he pay more in taxes?
Why don't they want to pay taxes?
Why do these people don't have to pay taxes or much less compared to the majority of the population? And
maybe they're against war.
Who?
The people who don't pay their taxes. Maybe he doesn't want to fund a genocide and fund war.
No, that's not it.
Why?
They gain money from war.
Yeah, but war, our taxes pay. Well, we're literally paying for a war.
Yeah, and they're not even doing a good job. Like
we're not even doing a good
Trump,
job. Did you see him crashing out?
No, but did you see that? They did I saw this morning that they did like they researched to see the damage that they did to the facilities that they bombed. Damage was minimal, and what they targeted wasn't even. So it looks like Iran, they moved all the materials to somewhere else, and even the bunkers, they weren't as damaged as the United States had hoped. So, and they used like close to 20 B-2 plane bombers. They flew for more than 24 hours. They refueled them in the air, so they never touched ground. Which, by the way, really impressive because they traveled more than 32 hours, and they weren't even noticed in the radars from Russia or any other country. They were literally a ghost flying. It's pretty impressive.
That's interesting, though.
That's impressive. We're the only country that could do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What if we don't know?
Well, we don't know. But for now, we're the only country that has done something like that.
So wait, they're so fast, or how are they?
I don't know. I don't know if they're fast or they have a system that it's unrecognizable for other radars or something like that. But either way, it's insanely impressive. Okay. Either way, a lot of money used to throw I don't know how many bombs with I don't know how many planes, close to 20. And for nothing.
And nothing.
Yeah, if you're going to do something wrong, do it right. Do you think it
was like just a scare tactic?
A really expensive one.
Yeah, I think he doesn't care.
No, I don't think it was just scared. I think they were really trying to.
You're telling me the people with the invisible planes did not know where to throw the bombs.
They did know. They threw them like because the bunkers, they were inside mountains, and the bombs that they send are special bombs that they penetrate 200 feet into the ground to then explode. And however, the damage they did was very minimal. I don't know if
it was because all of the damage is underground.
No, because the bunkers were underground.
Yeah.
So I think
the bunkers are still intact, is what you're saying.
Not completely intact, but the damage was minimal. Yeah. Yeah. So if you're gonna do something wrong, do it right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Isn't that what your dad said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my motto. Yeah. He said it when I was in the age to be like actively sexual. Say, hey, if you're gonna do something wrong, do it right. Like use a condom, dude. Be safe.
That's nice.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
How is your dad?
Oof, he's not doing good. MS is beating his ass. He couldn't walk for like a week. He's back to walking now. Like with one leg, he has like really bad pain.
He can't walk because of like the pain?
Yeah, because with MS, you get
I don't even know what MS is.
Multiple sclerosis.
I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. Like, what is it?
So, gist of it is that the myelinated sheath in the neurons deteriorates, and that thing, remember, it's what helps signals in the brain move from one neuron to another neuron. Mm-hmm. That little like sheet,
I don't know.
The myelinated sheath, that little like cover that covers the neurons.
Okay.
So it's deteriorating, and it affects the whole body.
Okay.
It's like the body starts attacking itself. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a chronic. There's no cure. He's an experimental treatment.
Ooh.
It's working. Just there's this relapse, but
what is working?
The treatment.
Like, what is it doing? How is it working?
It's slowing down the development of MS, and I don't know if I don't think it's helping regenerate that thing that it's losing. But yeah, basically slowing it down. And the only thing that he could do is do exercise, because if you're to increase muscular mass to recompensate for
the deterioration
of your
is he doing
the bones
that?
And all that.
Is
yeah. He just needs to fucking stop smoking. Yeah.
Well,
but he says he's like it's down like one cigarette a day. And I told him, just do like me, only smoke when you're drinking.
Which is all the time.
Yeah. No, but I'm not smoking.
Do you think you picked that up because it was your dad doing it? And you wanted to be cool like him?
I mean, smoking is cool.
Yeah, it does look cool. It really does.
No, but I think so. No, you know what? Since I was little, I always liked cigarette smoke.
Me too.
Like, I liked it. And I think it's something that you could, my dad smoked, and I didn't find out until like later in life. When I kept asking about like smoking, what is that? I don't know. And then when I broke up with my girlfriend I had before my fiance, I said, you know what? I feel sad. I'm going to try something. And I tried smoking.
And you turned to drugs.
And yeah, like anyone would do, And I didn't like it. And then I was going to this smoke shop buying these CBD like vapes. It turns out they had CBD and nicotine.
Ooh.
And
that was like a treat for you.
Yeah, I said, wow, this feels good. Then I found out it has nicotine. I said, oh shit. Then I caught that out, and I was going through it bad. I was like, withdrawal was like,
going through withdrawal?
Yeah, I was going through withdrawal. But then I was able to get over it. And oh wait, who's calling me? Let's see. Hello.
Hi.
No, I paused it.
Oh, okay. I need to leave. Let's close that out. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Oh, hey. So what was I saying?
You were saying about your smoking, and then you were.
Oh yeah, and then I don't know. When is it that then I met my fiance, and her stepdad smoked. when he drank, and I guess I got that habit. And then when I see my dad now, I smoke my occasional cigarette.
Are you still smoking, or are you taking your tea break?
I'm taking gummies now.
That's not a tea break.
Well, it's not smoking. I need it.
You don't need it. Stop. That's called addiction.
I know. No, I don't need it. I'm stopping slow. So yesterday I didn't smoke. I only had a chocolate.
Ooh, the chocolates are good.
Yes, it's a dark chocolate one.
The mint chocolate. So
today
delicious.
I am gonna eat another chocolate, and then tomorrow. So yesterday I ate 20 milligrams. Today I'm gonna eat 10.
What is that? Just one square?
Yeah, no, 2 squares. So,
oh wow.
So today I'm gonna only eat one, and then tomorrow I'm gonna stop for like a week.
So I've been having
Oh no, actually, let me stop today and I'll smoke. Are you guys gonna smoke? Or no, let's drink.
I was trying to get there.
Let's drink.
I don't drink.
Okay, let's smoke.
I drink to get drunk.
Uh-huh.
So I took a tea break for this month.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to smoke on Saturday, but I'm also looking at different opportunities that may require a pee test.
Okay.
And so I don't want to screw that up. But then I don't think one time would be that bad. That's what people say when they're pregnant.
Do what?
Smoke on Saturday because I want to smoke with my friend. My friends.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm going to take a tea break until what day? Saturday? Saturday?
No plans. Just going with the flow.
No, yeah. Thanks for letting me know in advance.
I'm probably going to be high if I decide to do it, so I may not be the best communicator.
At your place?
Yeah, the pool is broken, so we can't do that. But we can go to the park and stuff like that.
Sure.
Okay. This was kind of a short, informal, lame-ish episode.
It's not lame-ish.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it was kind of lame-ish.
Yeah, it was, right?
Yeah.
There was nothing to talk about.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff to talk about, but we can't talk about it. Yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys for listening. Please share, please like, please comment. Make us go big.
Please, we need money. Unfortunately, we need money. We don't want to have to need money, but we need it. Oh, let me say something.
I'm gonna move soon, so you can. I don't know.
I missed your hijinks.
My what?
Your hijinks.
What is that?
The things that would happen to you. It's like you became normal or something. I don't like it.
Oh, I can talk about what happened with me at the.
Really quick.
No, like next time. Let's give him a cliffhanger. So my fiance's car got towed, and I got jealous with the guy that was towing the car because they were hitting on my fiance. More details in the next episode. Please make a note.
Some bad days are just bad days. That's all. You have to experience sadness to know happiness. And I remind myself that not every day is going to be a good day. That's just the way it is.
Not everything has a purpose. Some days are just shitty days, and that's just it.
Yes. Oh, I did have something I